Hi, my name is Sheila Karuna. Welcome to New Light Streaming Love and Sassy Seer Sheila, as this will be seen on both channels. This is Why None of This Matters Until You Remember What Does by Jason Gray. We can debate for hours: politics, religion, gender, science, race, spirituality, conspiracy, awakening, law, rights, tradition, ritual. You can build entire digital temples out of your opinions. You can argue until your throat is dry, post until your thumbs ache, comment until your soul is numb. Before you speak one more word, ask yourself this: what have you done today for your fellow man? Not in theory, not in vibration, not in affirmation, but in action. The broken, the hungry, the addicted, the cold, the beaten, the abandoned, the voiceless, the ones everyone walks past like they are invisible. Did you feed anyone? Did you hold space for someone without fixing them? Did you give without expecting a return? Did you sit on the sidewalk instead of judging from the sidewalk cafe? Or did you scroll by another face in pain and tell yourself they created their own suffering? Did you walk past the beggar thinking, I must have made better choices than them? Did you whisper some spiritual bypass like they're just manifesting their karmic lessons instead of giving them a sandwich? Did you give or did you take? You can chant mantras, quote scripture, memorize hermetic laws, recite verses, read tarot, decode the matrix, and post viral content all day long. But if your heart is sealed and your hand is closed, you have not awakened. Your hero will not save you. If you think a priest will save you, you are still asleep. If you think a preacher, politician, psychic, mystic, card reader, numerologist, galactic channeler, witch, pastor, rabbi, imam, monk, guru, light worker, ascended master, or any external authority has the power to deliver you, think again. You were not born into this world to be rescued. You were born into this world to remember. Remembrance is not glamorous. It is not cosmic. It is not cosmic fireworks and past life stories. It is like this: looking into the eyes of someone you would have judged yesterday and recognizing yourself. Polarity is not an excuse for complacency. Yes, life is polar. Yes, there is dark and light. Yes, there is struggle and ease, suffering and ecstasy. Polarity is not an excuse to say, well, there is always going to be broken people. Polarity is a call to action, a mirror, a question. What will you do when faced with the fracture? Will you numb out in spiritual superiority? Will you hide behind hermetic detachment? Will you watch the world burn and say, it is all an illusion anyway? Or will you get your hands dirty with love? Will you lift someone from the mud? Will you sit with their grief without trying to fix it? Will you give a damn? Truth without compassion is just another cage. Right now, the awakened are building cages with their own ideologies. Never accept anything on face value. Not from politicians, not from religions, not from institutions, not from me, not from anyone. Question everything, especially what makes you comfortable. If it strokes your ego, interrogate it harder. If it flatters your superiority, burn it twice. Most of what we call, quote, truth is just well packaged programming. Discernment is extinct. We have traded it for convenience. Where did the sacred art of pause go? Where is the man who seeks a headline and asks, who benefits if I believe this? Where is the woman who reads a spiritual text and says, quote, is this wisdom or just another cage dressed in light? Well, I'll show you one woman right here because I have been feeling that for a while. You were never meant to be a parrot. You were meant to be a sovereign, not a servant of the latest narrative that fits your bias. Every single thing you believe must be put to the flame. If it survives, it is real. If it burns, let it go. The cage is open. You stay in it. Here is the greatest secret: you are not being held captive. Convinced. No, wait a minute. You are being convinced to remain where you are. Convinced you are powerless. Convinced the world is too far gone. Convinced that your awakening ends at awareness. The door is wide open. It has been the whole time. You hold the key. You always have. What you call the, quote, matrix is only partly external. The real prison is internal, self-imposed, voluntarily maintained, justified by fear, excused by comfort. That is why none of this matters until you choose to live like it does. You can change nearly everything: the way you love, the way you speak, the way you show up, the way you treat those with nothing, the way you decide where to put your energy. About the only thing you cannot change is the weather, and even that they are manipulating. So what's left? You. Your choice, your heart, your fire. Do you walk as a free person, or do you argue like a prisoner defending the beauty of his cage? The truth is, freedom is terrifying. Once you claim it, you can no longer blame the world for your inaction. I've said that for some time, Jason. That is what most people fear. Not oppression, but responsibility for their own liberation. If you do nothing else today, ask yourself this: what did I actually do today to make this world less cruel for someone who has less than me? If the answer is nothing, start again tomorrow, because politics will lie, religion will divide, movements will rise and fall, but real love, real action, and real remembrance, they burn through all illusion. And you were born to be the flame, not the echo, not the victim, not the observer, the flame, the one who walks out of the cage and leaves the door open for the next soul to follow. Jason Gray. No title, no claim, just a human who remembers. Wow. Jason wrote this 6 days ago. And today is Friday, July the 18th. And I know exactly what prompted this, Jason. I do. I feel it with all of me. And I wholeheartedly agree. Let me just say that and be done with it. I love you all so very much. I hope that you will move towards that which draws you, towards that which brings you joy in each moment that presents itself to you. And until we meet again, be well.